Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues, Tlaloc's Demise, playing as Tlaloc himself in the Tlalocan. Looks to me like the Kaiser has already started fighting against the Twisted Hares. They're working their way toward Boulder City. We'll see if that leads to an early war between them and the NCR. I don't know. Kind of hope it does. I mean, I'd like to see them come to blows. That can only work out well for me, but regardless. Anyway, so we are currently sowing the seeds of, I guess, democracy a little bit. More political stability would probably be better for me, but I kind of like some of the benefits we'll be getting from that extra construction speed, production efficiency, and so on. It just makes me so much better as time goes on. Industrial research speed right now could be okay. Support research time, meh. Do we have anything that improves our armor? Well, here's the thing where I get confused as far as what qualifies as armor, right? And this has always been a little bit weird to me, and I think people have told me in the past, but I'm sorry, I forget because I'm an idiot. Vehicles normally are what I would consider to be armor, right? So you have your motorcycles, you have your gun trucks, you have your tanks. But then there's robots, and then if you're a different civilizations, you can have the power armor as well, which is extremely strong. Oh, this is all new too. Oh my gosh, they've added so much. Look at this. Okay, sorry. Anyway, got sidetracked. So I don't know exactly what qualifies as armor. This is motorized infantry. This is basically mechanized, I think. Yes, and this is like tanks. But robots are not tanks. They're their own thing. I just don't know. But they have armor. So do they qualify as armor? Like, is that written into the game? Regardless, I don't think we necessarily need this right now. Is there any other military high command we would benefit from now? Combat and support drone attack and defense seems extremely useful for us. All of this is actually very good. Chief of Army, just checking to see if there's anything we could really use. Apparently we get no Chief of Navy, so we're never going to be a naval power is what I'm hearing. Or maybe you just don't get it until you actually have a coastline, which would make sense. Can we change out? No, we cannot change out a political advisor. I think we'll go for the industrial research time, because I think that does apply to any of this stuff here, and there's a lot to get through, a lot of which we are currently researching, so saving myself some time here sounds like a useful thing. So I'm good with that. Chichen Itza Empire declares war on La Tierra de los Tzotzil. This is these guys right here, the Chichen Itza. These are the... You know, I thought they were supposed to be like the Inca equivalent. Were the Inca up over here, or were they down south? Wait, which one was the Mayans? Crap. It's been a while. I know the Aztecs were up in this region. I think this might be the Inca, and the Mayans were further down south, but I could be wrong on that. It's been a while since I've had to worry about that. To be honest, even knowing where that is a bit of an achievement for me, in the sense that I play a lot of Rise of Nations as a kid, so I got to learn where the capital started, but now I don't remember. And it's not like I get to play in the New World and EU4 very often either. Let's see. Factory bomb, energy cell capacity. Capacity is good, because it means I have a lot more energy cells for robots. For now, I don't know if I care. Resource gain efficiency is okay. It means that I can trade for less stuff. This would lead to more resources, including the foundry for more scrap metal, which is good. Still ahead of time on a lot of this stuff, so reliability doesn't seem that important. Still not going to worry about any vehicles. I could focus on improving some naval tech, but I'm not really doing anything with that. Heck, I'm not even sure how I'm building convoys now that I think about it. Let's go ahead and work on the reinforcement rate, and let's get ahead of time on the resistors. And then... yeah, let's go for the resource gain efficiency. Just because, in theory, that means I can trade for less, which saves me civilian factories. So that seems pretty helpful for my overall economy. We do have 10 civilian factories now, so that's good. Sometimes I wish I could go a little bit faster than speed 5, because there's just nothing to do in the very early game. Alright, infrastructure is nice, but civilian factories is even better. Building slots, but no buildings themselves, which means I don't care. That's a lot of useful resources. Consumer goods is terrible. Don't want that. That's okay. I think I'm going to go for the food subsidies just for the extra civilian factories so we can build faster. The more you snowball in the early game, the better off you are. This keeps flipping back and forth between 9 and 10. I guess I can't quite decide how they're going to do the consumer goods or something. I don't know. Something I did hear, by the way, is when Tlaloc dies, there is supposed to be a civil war between the three AIs, and you always know where they're going to start, so what you should be doing is building factories in a specific area to give your chosen AI an advantage. The thing is, I don't know which one spawns where, and also that's kind of gamey, so we're not going to do it. The Radiant Times, Shifting Alliances, Valley Bandits has joined the Phantasma Cartel. See, I bet you there's a whole bunch of, like, special cartel mechanics here. I have no idea how that works. New California Republic has declared war on the Valley Bandits. Oh. Okay, so these guys who just aligned with a cartel. But it doesn't look like anyone has joined in the war. So I don't know how that alliance works, unless... Okay, hang on. Never mind. They created a faction. Ah, okay. So these bandits over here created their own cartel. So cartels effectively are factions. Got it. That makes sense. Okay. Well, good luck, NCR. Conquer that Baja Peninsula if you want. I really don't care yet. But just understand, there will come a day. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. But there will come a day when I decide that the AI needs to kill you. Because I'm choosing the Warmonger AI. Because it's fun. Can we go ahead and put a general in charge here? We should. You're a cavalry leader. I don't care about that. Panzer leader? I don't care about that either. Let's just go ahead and put a couple people in charge. That way, as we train them, maybe they get some XP. And then do we have a field marshal? No, we can promote one, though. I'm going to promote you. And make you into a field marshal, because you seem sort of okay. And then we can make you either offensive or defensive or organization or whatever. I'm going to hold off on that until I decide what I want to do. I do like having one defensive field marshal and one offensive, because it stacks the bonuses in just the right way. Like, I feel like I am getting better. Slightly. At Hearts of Iron 4. It's just taking me a while because I don't play this stuff religiously as some other streamers and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't have several thousand hours in the game. But I'm learning some different tricks and things that obviously, like, maybe I should have thought of the first time, but I didn't. But I'm getting there. I don't know. The important thing is to always be working to becoming better at the game, right? It's not about being perfect. And frankly, if I was one of those perfect min-maxers who knew exactly what we were doing and I just, like, blazed through everything and wasn't explaining it clearly, then I feel like I would leave a lot of people behind. I'm okay with being kind of a gateway YouTuber, the guy who's moderately good and entertaining and also fairly good-looking, and then sending you off to the more competent people who really know how to min-max the game if you're the kind of person who wants to be an expert. I'm okay with that. Let's see. Encryption and decryption's good, but not absolutely required right now. I'm going to go ahead and grab the extra fuel cell capacity just because having more capacity is always a good thing. Food subsidies is done. I'm not really worried about anything else unless I want to get the resources, but I'm going to say that's a low priority at the moment. Research bonuses for industry is nice. Manpower is nice. Don't need that at this moment. Recruitable population's okay. Defense. I like the idea of getting them extra factories, though. 500 more robots is nice. Outposts? Those are forts, effectively. Well, there's two kinds of forts in Old World Blues. Base war support, recruitable population, that's all good. I want to have as much oligarchy support as possible, I think. Let's go ahead and go for that. But let's keep in mind that as we continue to degrade, I need to work toward that last will and testament. Otherwise, there's definitely going to be a hard time between the different AIs. Maybe if I get to last will and testament, I get to decide which of the AIs takes over, and it's a peaceful transition. A guy can dream. I don't know. I'm watching, by the way, that world tension. I'm really hoping we get to 10% soon, because I want to switch off of the civilian economy to the early mobilization as quick as I can. Better for construction of everything, better for consumer goods. It is only a good thing to have early mobilization. All right, militia training is done. Still ahead of time on all that. We could go for the tribal scout kits, special forces, division templates. You know, special forces supporting the robots could make a lot of sense. I like the idea behind that. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and grab recon. We do have a bit of army experience, so what I should probably do is go ahead and toss on some extra robots. As much as I can at the moment. And that's going to use up a lot of the equipment I'm building right now, like a lot of it. But it does mean that all my units are going to get better. Huh. Although I will say, I think there's something to be said in Old World Blues, just because manpower is so limited, that there is something to be said about actually going for lots of 10 combat with divisions instead. Logistics could be good because I think supply usage reduction is going to be very helpful. Yeah, trying to reduce supply usage in the deserts where there's already a lot of supply issues makes sense to me. But even so... So, let's see. Kaiser, are you going to be doing anything soon? Settlers in Phoenix, no. NCR, no. Okay, it looks like the Desert Rangers are fighting people. No national focus. Why not? Down to 6% world tension. Ah! I want to see more! Come on! Oh, there you go. We're up to 9%. Someone got annexed. Okay, if the New California Republic can finish off the Valley Bandits... Hey, wait, there we go. Chichen Itza finished their thing. Perfect. Okay, so now I can go to early mobilization. Can't do this. Interesting. I thought in Old World Blues there was a graduating cost. Apparently not, though. Well, we need 30% world tension for this. I'm going to go ahead and take the bird in the hand and go for that early mobilization. We get resistor tech done, so we have a little bit of faster research, which is nice. Could jump on that a little bit further, but we won't. This is not very far ahead of time. How are we doing in terms of efficiency? We're pretty much maxed out at the moment. So, factory output probably is better right now. I'm going to go ahead of time on some of this. Just because we have so many research slots, we might as well get ahead and just get as much factory output going as possible. Work camps is done for the extra resource gain. I don't care about dockyard output. That doesn't matter. Planes would be a good thing to get. Air support. Reliability is okay. I'm going to go for the maintenance companies and just unlock them as we get army experience. Try to make that slightly better. Did I not give you a general? Oh, no, I promoted somebody. Okay, we're going to make you mostly defensive with infantry. So we're going to go for you. Tribal huts is done. Okay, more population growth, maybe. Resource gain efficiency and energy cell per energy. So energy turns into the energy cells. Okay. Now, something I actually don't remember. Crap, I need to look this up. Did I install the extra mod about turning on the special economy? I'll look it up later. I don't remember off the top of my head. There's a mod out there, a sub-mod for Old World Blues that actually turns your resources into something useful. Right? Because there's a time when you'd have an absolute ton of excess water, and like, what are you going to do with it? It doesn't do anything. So they changed it with that sub-mod to make it actually, you know, useful to have stockpiles. I don't think I turned that on, but I might be wrong. Notice, by the way, because we have that extra resource gain efficiency, I was able to reduce how much we were importing here from the Republic of the Rio Grande. So that saves me a civilian factory. That's always quite helpful. Let's go for those military workshops because I want to produce more robots. Because as we are upgrading our units, we need a lot of them. And I'm not producing a lot of them. I wonder how strong some of our neighbors are. Santa Ana has a few. Rio Grande doesn't have a ton. Like, we're in a pretty strong standpoint right now. Apparently, a lot of people like us, too, because we are the defenders of Mexico. I imagine that's going to change rather substantially once we decide we're going to switch over to a different god. I would imagine. I don't know. Seems okay. What's going on down here with the Valley Bandits? I think they capitulated, so now the NCR is just finishing them off, and now they have to push against the Paz Bandits. Seems fine. The Kaiser is pushing successfully into the Twisted Hares. It usually takes them a while to go for the Boulder City. So I think that's going to be a little bit. Washington Brotherhood appears to have expanded. I'm kind of wondering if we're going to see a Trolls game. I actually have always thought that it'd be kind of fun to play as the Trolls. Because apparently they can be stupidly strong if you build them correctly. There's also a sub-mod to play as, what are they called? Not Night Stalkers. What are those, like, semi-sentient, like, terrifying animals? I don't remember because I'm not a Fallout player. But if there's a sub-mod for that as well. You can play as the beasts, which is actually pretty cool, in my opinion. That sounds like fun. Okay, this is new. Hang on. The Sons of Tlaloc. As Tlaloc's condition deteriorates, now we've gotten below 80%, he has become more and more susceptible to the suggestions of his AI children, for better or for worse. Food drives to the poor, monthly population by 25% for 45 days, so that's not a lot, but it's some. People support. Company speeches, political power gain. Now, I'm curious, does that pay for itself? Hang on. Let me think about that for a second. So it costs 50, right? Is this base? Yeah, it's political power gain, so I'm assuming that affects the base. So 2 times 1.15 is 2.3, so it's actually 0.3 per day. 0.3 times 45 days is 13.5. No, it doesn't pay for itself at all. Why would I ever do this? Just to improve intellectual support, I suppose. Okay. And employee fitness training, army experience gain, and daily elite support. Oh, that's good. It uses up civilian factories, not political power. No, it does cost me 50, never mind. But it does get elite support. I don't know. Even so, for 50 political power, that feels like a lot. But it does get me a lot of that elite support that I am currently going for. I did go for the oligarchs, right? That's who I was going for? Yeah, Moctezuma is the elites. Is there anything else I really need right now? I kind of like the idea of getting the Petrochico incorporated, just so I can research things faster and make my troops better. If we got up to 30% world tension, I'd happily do this too. An export focus is okay. I think it might be worth it. Let's go ahead and do some employee fitness training. It temporarily uses up a couple civilian factories, but that's fine. We're going to start building up a bit more support for the elites and get a little bit more army experience. Sound good? I think so. Medical companies seem helpful, yes. So we'll do that. I don't know. Maybe I do want to research things like the... what am I trying to say? The machine guns and support weapons, but I've heard that that's not as good for robots. Oligarchs, outposts, protecting the people. That seems helpful. Base war support is good. Mobilization support is good. Like, all of this is helpful to me. At the same time, we have to work toward that last will and testament. Okay, so let's try going for the reorganizing organic services and get a lot of extra manpower going. Insufficient resources, because now we actually are building a lot more robots. I'm only going to trade for 1 more, because it's not worth wasting a factory for only 1. It's not going to have a huge impact on our production. We'll be okay. So now we should actually be training up quite a few more as time goes on. That's helpful. Okay, seems good. What else is going on in the world? What's this down here, by the way? I thought there was an island. There needs to be like the Enclave oil rig somewhere. Right? Just me? The Western Brotherhood has always seemed like a fun nation to play. I really should do that sometime. I just kind of feel like it's overpowered. With really good power armor, honestly, who cares if you don't have a lot of manpower? You're going to slaughter everything. We proved that when we did the Enclave Reborn, which was a very fun mod, and I highly recommend it. Absolutely excellent. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't see any point in doing company speeches. It just costs too much for not enough gain. Pretty sure, anyway. Who's the Chemalt Station? Because they've apparently caused a lot of stuff. Are these guys new? I don't think so. I'm looking at that flag and thinking that that was a new nation that was recommended if you chose the Mexican starting theater, but I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, right? Yeah, I'm probably wrong. I don't know why my voice just cracked there. That was embarrassing. Toss on some more robots. Yes, do it. Okay, so we're going to have more robots. So that's as large as they're going to get. 20 combat width, of course, it uses up more, and we have to train more, but that's fine. We're okay at the moment. Mongrels are still probably okay. Suppression bonus is mostly, like, police. Anti-tank is okay. Machine guns. The problem with them is they so reduce your organization. Like, minus 25 for a platoon is ridiculous. But fire team support apparently gives you pretty good organization. And then there's powered fire team platoons, which are, like, awesome. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this might be okay. Is there anything else we can focus on that I would consider a higher priority? Sure, construction speed, absolutely. High priority. How are we doing on that construction? Pretty good. We're making a lot of progress on this. Maybe not enough, but we're making some. I'm going to build a couple of factories up here, and then I think we build military factories. Desert Rangers are declaring a war. Okay. A few more in a few locations down there. I wonder if the outposts built from consumer pacification build in the state that I care about as far as making sure that Moctezuma wins. I don't know. New California Republic takes over the entire Baja Peninsula. Good for you. Jerks. How are we doing with the elites? They're up to 14% control. Okay. Oh, interesting. I can't do it again. You can only do it once. Interesting. All right. Multi-population, extra infrastructure. Infrastructure is still pretty good to build. It would get me some more resource gain, which we actually have a lot of resources, like a shocking amount of resources. So if I built this up, we'd get a lot. Yeah, infrastructure would actually be fantastically good. We should consider doing that too. There's just kind of too much to do again. Like industrial repairs here, for example, would be fantastic. Improvement on the doctrine. Okay. So, do we want quantity, automated distribution, supply usage and attrition goes down. They reduce their soft and hard attack. That's terrible. But we get more production efficiency, cap, and growth. So our robots are weaker, but we make more of them. And then the same thing here. Okay, so we're really doubling up on production. But this doesn't only affect the robot production. It also affects everything. So that's interesting. Or quality. Supply use still goes down, but not attrition. Breakthrough, overwhelming fire, and hardness and armor. I think I kind of like that. I generally like to just have better things. I can do more with less. Call me crazy, but I think that that's okay. Still can't do any reward technologies, right? No. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab the extra reliability for my robots with fuel refinement, just so they break down a little bit less. Probably helpful as we move them around. And then, what else? Recognizing organic services. Reconciliation, make a lot of people like me. Yes, and then we can work on this. Political power gain, monthly population, all that seems helpful. Let's go ahead and do that. Still more important, I think, than getting the extra resources. Nice as that would be. Still think that that is slightly better. We're almost up to the 15 factories, so we can actually start getting maximum productivity in a single line. Arroyo joined the Brotherhood of Steel. Okay. Factions are increasing. The Northern League is still a thing over there, though. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we can do this again. Perfect. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do it again. I know it uses up valuable political power, but maybe it makes a huge difference having a lot more control with the right faction. Especially if we are, in fact, going to go for the intellectuals. Like, if we have to go down this route and improve technocratic support, like, I don't know. It is going to go up a little bit. One of the following must be true. Has completed the focus, organizing the people, feeding the people, and protecting the people. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I assumed these were connected. I just missed there wasn't a line between them. We don't have to go down this route at all. Oh. Okay. I mean, I still like the idea of effective change, but no, we should be going down this route. This is not what I should be doing. Oh. Okay, cancel this. I'm sorry. We've wasted a bit of time and political power, but we don't want to do this because I think that makes this guy too strong. I like the manpower and all, but I think we want to go down this route. Okay. Sorry. I'm glad that I saw that. Looking at the final quarter, you have to finish with one of your AI sons. And in this case, we want to go down hard on oligarchy. Okay, then we can go for the final quarter. That's what works for the last will and testament. Okay. I still like that we got some extra manpower, but I screwed that up. I hope we still have enough time to do that before we die. We probably do, but we got to be careful about that. Good, good, good. Well, we almost switched away from Moctezuma. Now, maybe that would have been fine. Maybe the guy I'm going for is a terrible choice, and it actually would have been better for me to make that mistake. I don't know. But still. I mean, Dynamite is pretty good in that it gives you a lot of extra soft attack and stuff. Oh, wait, what does it do? Wait a minute. No, it doesn't. What does this do? What's the point of demolition support? It doesn't do anything. I don't care about recovery rate. It's acting as if this doesn't actually give me anything useful, which is weird. Yeah, soft attack goes down. Hard attack goes down and stuff too. Why would I want this? Organization only? That doesn't feel right. There we go. Okay, so once you get down to this, that's when you get to choose whether you want light or heavy machine guns, and that changes what kind of bonuses you get. That's an interesting change. Okay. Let's go ahead and start researching the squad automatic weapons. I think maybe we can actually use that. What just happened? Why is everything green? Do we have nuclear fallout, or is it just acid rain? It's probably acid rain. Not very good for the robots, I hear. Kind of breaks everything, doesn't it? Okay, so yeah, we're going to try to get as much elite support as possible. If we can get these guys up to a majority control, maybe we avoid a civil war once Tlaloc dies as we continue. Okay. Okay. Well, now what? I don't know. There's a lot to do. We're just sitting around. Look at the luchadores, by the way. Look how cool this is. I think I'm saying that right, by the way. Luchadores? Luchadores. You gotta roll those R's. Luchadores. I used to have actually a pretty good Spanish accent when speaking Spanish. It's been a very long time since I've had to worry about it, though. My teachers always thought that I did a pretty good job enunciating. I don't know. I just wanted it to sound right. Robots. Maintenance companies. So it reduces our organization a little bit, but it increases our reliability a fair bit. Logistics still important. Recon, pretty good. Chems, I don't think we need at the moment. That's just field hospitals. I feel like maintenance, has to be better. Reliability seems very important to me, so we're going to do that. Again, that costs me a little bit as I have to reinforce some armies, but this is why I built up some support equipment in the first place. So I think that that's okay. We are going to save up and go for the support equipment designer. It just seems like there's a lot of support equipment we could do, and the more research time I'm saving, the more I can focus on other things. Like, those early bonuses stack up, and if we're not going to go to war for a little while, then I don't need to worry about getting the military high command at the moment, or aircraft designer. And I still don't really know how this helps. I mean, it does say it's Petrochico Robotics. You'd think that that means it applies to robots. You'd think. All right, let's see. This just gives me more robots so we reinforce faster. Let's go ahead and do that. And we can focus on something new. More reinforced rate is okay. Decryption, encryption's okay. Not worried about any of this at the moment. Still ahead of time on too many other robots. Can't do anything there. Could get ahead of time with some soft attack and hard attack, but I'm not worried at the moment. Can't do any specialized doctrines. Let's go ahead and research the glider. I know I don't have any factories now, but we're going to be making some, and I'd like to be able to have some level of air support eventually. It strikes me as pretty helpful to have that, you know? Yeah, you probably know. Can we get any good traits on these guys? Not on you. Not on you. Didn't you have the ability to get some? Yeah, I don't know why the plus disappeared, but we could do this. This guy's already focused mostly on being an attack guy, so I kind of am okay with going for offensive doctrine. And then if we're gonna do that, I think I want to go for recovery rate, so we can push harder, though organization first is also pretty good. Clay working is done. Okay, we can now go for more Adobe housing. I'm going to go for extra resource gain efficiency. Again, just so I can trade a little bit less. Save myself some resources, though getting some extra infrastructure would be very good for me right now. Oh, yeah, and let's go ahead and grab the support equipment designer. Perfect. So that should speed up things like the makeshift squad automatic weapons a little bit faster. Okay, more people are conquering. We are up to 30% world tension. Does that mean that I would be able to go for the partial mobilization? Yes, it does. Okay. So we need to save up political power and go for partial mobilization next. Always good. It looks to me... Yeah, again, I thought... I'm wrong on this, apparently. I thought in Old World Blues, going for things like world economy and total mobilization did come with downsides, but maybe that was just Equestria at war and I'm making a mistake. Sounds like that might be the case. Ah, well, probably fine. Organic protection routines. Come on, give me them robots. Let's reinforce faster, and then I can start training up new ones. We also want to be increasing the number of people we have in our infantry division, so let's go ahead and start working our way up to 20 combat wit there. At least I have some infantry equipment around, so that's fine. And we haven't added in any support companies to the infantry yet, so they'll train up pretty quick, and since they're already training, they're going to stay regulars for a while. Really no problems there. We're making 1.08 right now at the moment, okay? Stability is low. Yeah, decaying memory is crushing me. It's going to continue destroying my political power gain and my factory output. Yeah, I wish there was something I could do to get a little bit more political power. What's this? Decisions regaining our southern defenses. Huh. Defense on core territory would be very helpful for me when I do become the new person, the new robot. But we obviously want to be getting down to protecting the people. More popularity, more war support, and more recruitable population. This has got to be pretty good. But I still think it's right to go for the extra robots. It just saves me a lot of effort. What else could we be working on right now? Nothing really. The convoys can't do much of anything. We're not even producing any longboat hulls. I mean, it takes so long to build. And at the moment, actually, we don't even have enough scrap metal, so that's part of why we're not building it, but who cares? I don't have a navy. Well, I take that back. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. In Old World Blues, we may not have the coastal territory, but who cares? As long as we're attached to a river, that may be all that's necessary. I forgot about that. Rivers do, they are traversable. Right. All right, we're going to end this video here, but thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.